What's going on, Kicks Gang? It's Kicks back with another video. Really excited to be back with you guys. As you guys might have seen from my previous video, I did have a major fall. As I've said in previous videos, I do have a series of disabilities related to my legs and my back. Basically just got injured in the military. Not just, but got injured in the military about 10 years ago. And was paralyzed for the first 5 years of that and just have had a lot of issues. Today is the first day without the neck brace, so as I'm sure you guys saw in the other video, I had to wear this thing for pretty much all of the last week, and I'm still gonna have to wear it I'm having a lot of trouble supporting my neck. So anytime that I have to go somewhere, or if I have to be out or out of the bed for a long period of time, I have this for extra support, but not as a necessity. When I first got sent to the hospital, the fire department was here and everything. The worry was that I broke my neck. I've had a lot of injuries to my back. I've had a lot of different, pain and different things that have gone on. So I know my body really well. And I thought my neck was broken. They thought my neck was broken. I was able to move my feet and stuff, so I know that it wasn't pinching my spinal cord or anything like that. So that was a positive. But breaking your neck is not a positive in any way. So I had a MRI, a CAT scan, a brain scan. Definitely had a bit of a concussion, and I've been in bed for the last week, which is why I haven't been able to get much content or any content out for you guys. But again, like I said, can't say it enough. I'm grateful to be out of this, at least for, most of the time. And I'll still need it for support and everything. So anyways, I thought the perfect segue with me getting injured and everything would be to do series 2 of my comfort series that I started. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the other video. If you haven't gotten a chance to see it, it's my first video that's basically sneakers that are for people with disabilities and severe pain. Now, a sneaker that I didn't include in that, and there's a reason, and I will show you guys why, but a sneaker that I didn't include and should be included is the Adidas EQT. Now, I'm not going to get into this too much, this specific model. Now, when this had come out, as you guys know, they had the black model that had the pink here on the heel cup, and then this kind of cage. It was like pink in the back, black, white, and pink. And then they had another pair that was really good, and this was like a really nice prime knit that you could wiggle your toes around, like almost like an Ultra Boost. And now with the EQT, as you can see on the Boost, it's just way thicker than an Ultra Boost, almost twice as thick. Now the bottom is a little different, but as far as comfort, as far as, like we talked about last time, the ability to kind of propel you forward or to have that energy return, this shoe is amazing. So when they finally brought the shoe back after a year and a half, I was super pumped, got the first colorway to come out, but here's what they didn't tell us. It was this mesh. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me zoom in, but it's that really rough mesh that doesn't really have much stretch, much give, or anything like that. Now, the colorway is pretty sick. It's got suede. I think most of the pairs have suede. Actually, you know what? This is not even suede. So the only part actually is this little tab on the back has a little bit of suede, but it's all just this mesh. I like the colorway a lot. Black and white is with the is one of my favorite looks. So like that black and white or all blacked out, which brings me to my next point. So with that shoe, I was very excited about the Boost, but very disappointed with the mesh. When I first went back and looked at the EQT line, I realized that there was a couple models that had come out like a year and a half previous. The original 2 models, they had like a black, white, and pink model, and then I believe a black, white, and blue model, and those had the really good prime knit. So I went back and I looked at some of the other EQTs that had released more recently, because those ones were super expensive, like $275, $300, wasn't really wanting to pay those high resale prices, especially for something like an EQT. So what I did is I went and looked at some of the newer models, and they did a couple collabs. There was an Overkill collab, there was a Coat of Arms collab. There were a few other collabs. I'm not exactly sure what I think there were like 2 or 3 others. I'm not sure what all of those were. But other than the original 2 OG models, OG colorways that had come out, there were only like 3 or 4 other models out of about 20 different colorways that had that really good prime knit, and I wanted to hunt those down. And one of them is the one that I decided to pick up, and I waited a while because the prices were kind of high, but the Black Friday EQT. As you can see, it's an all blacked out silhouette, black boost. The good thing, like I was saying, is, and that's why I remembered it for, it's got the suede all here, and then it's got a really stretchy, nice prime knit that accents the boost really well. As you can see, it's got the additional stitching on the inside of the inseam here to kind of give you some additional lockdown in the toe, but you're still going to have that stretch. And I think the reason they do that is because it's a little bit of a higher, it's a little bit of a higher ride than the Ultra Boost. The good thing about this, though, is it has a lot of support. So the caging in here, this shoe actually, believe it or not, holds you down, locks you down a lot more than the Ultra Boost does, even though it's a higher ride, because they have, like I said, these additional inlays. They have there's almost like the Adidas straps here. These are also 3M. Then they have the caging in the back. Plus, this is a pretty stiff collar in the back here, which is all covered in suede. So when I looked at it, this was the shoe that I wanted. It was actually the dope colorway that I wanted, and it was also one of the like 4 or 5 colorways that have that prime knit. So don't be deceived, guys, because I was actually tricked. I actually thought that all the EQT models came with that dope prime knit. I bought the shoe, and then when I got it, I wore it once. It was very uncomfortable with the materials. The boost was nice, but it was so uncomfortable. I wore them once, and that was it. I got these about a week and a half ago. Actually, I think I got these the day after I got out of the hospital, but obviously I wasn't going to be able to do the review for you guys because I was bedridden. So the day I got out of the hospital, it was kind of nice. It was a little bit of a surprise. I had 3 pairs of shoes that I had gotten. They all came on the same day. I was able to open them, check them out, look at them. It was kind of like a nice surprise with everything that was going on, but wasn't able to get you guys the review. So I figured, coming off of an injury, what better to do than a second series of my, or a second episode of the Comfort series. And I'm going to be getting, obviously, a lot of the hype shoes. I actually got 2 pairs of the Pharrell NMDs, the purple, orange, and blue pair, and then also I got lucky and was able to get a pair from the Holy Pack. So I was actually trying to get the coral pair. I like that one a little bit better than the pink pair or even the black and purple pair. Didn't have any luck with those, but I was able to pick up on the Holy Glow pink pair. I lucked out on the Afro Pack, but I was also able to get that pair, the purple and blue pair, from the Afro Pack for only $10 over retail from StockX. And then again, as you guys know, these have released about a year ago, so I waited because the price had kind of skyrocketed. As you know, with all blacked out models with good prime knit and boost, they do get a little bit pricey. I waited and I got these for about $10 over retail. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to get back into the swing of things with you guys. I got tons and tons and tons of content